I'm Tisha.
I'm Loren.
And this is the Open Booked Podcast. Today we are discussing Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. But first, what are you reading and what did you read this week?
So, I started a book on my Kindle this week. I haven't finished it, but I don't do that very quickly on Kindle. It's called Highland Games. It's included on KU. It looks like a little rom-com set in Scotland. So far, it's really cute. There's grumpy sunshine vibes. And then on Audible, I am listening to The Fourth House of Devils, as I have been for a couple weeks. And I read Woman Down this week on Audible as well. So I didn't have... Oh, no, I had one more. I finished A False Start by Elsie Silver, which is the last book in that series that I've been reading. I think it's Off to the Races. Yeah. So I completed that series, and once I finish this House of Devils, that will be completed that series for now. I think there's another book. So yeah, been focusing on wrapping up pending series. What about you?
I only read 3 this week. The one we're covering, Woman Down, Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. Really, really good. Mystery, magical element, kind of almost time travel-ish, kind of historical element too. It was cool. That is the first in a series, and it is one that we got as an early release from Book of the Month. And then Blood of Hercules, which is by Jasmine Moss and the first in the Villains of Lore series. And it's a hot take on Hercules, the whole story of his creation.
Interesting. I've seen that everywhere. Is it good? Will I like it?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty good. And then Bonds of Hercules, I think, just came out in October, but audio wasn't available anywhere except for Audible that I could find. So
that's good. Starting off January, or I guess now it's February, but we started off the year strong with reading. All of us did. So good stuff.
I didn't look. How many did you finish in January?
Ooh, I think 14. Let me double check the count. Yeah, 14. Yeah. How many did you finish?
I had 30? 21, but that's several were like really short. So, and one was technically like I finished it in January, but I started it in December, so it was like half the book. Yeah. It was more like 18.
Semantics. Well, we don't have much to cover before we jump into this book, so we're going to go through a lot of new releases and the Book of the Month options for this month, which mine has not arrived yet. Has yours?
No, I just ordered it today.
Oh, I did mine the 27th or whatever day they announced it. So it's set to be delivered like between now and the range was today through Wednesday. And I was like, dang, it'd be cool if they delivered before.
Yeah.
Okay. The options here. The X's, which is releasing February 3rd, which the Book of the Month, if you order it, you can order it 3 days before the beginning of the month. So you may or may not get it on release day, but still technically an early release, maybe?
Yeah.
Stolen Midnights, also releasing February 3rd. Okay, A Good Animal, releasing February 24th. So that one is a true early release. And it's a debut novel.
Yeah.
Good People, releasing February 3rd. One and Only, releasing February 3rd. I didn't realize all of these are like fresh releases.
Yeah.
Okay, the Centennial is something new they've never done before. To celebrate the legacy, 100 Years of New Fiction. Book 1 is All Quiet on the Western Front, which I have heard of that book. It is, you put gorgeous in all capital letters. It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's like all green. It's like a vibe. Army vibe.
Very much so.
And the Offset edition of The Natural Way of Things by Charlotte Wood from 2015. For those who seek artistic expression over commercial appeal. Interesting.
Yeah.
But as you all know, we are Book of the Month stands. Oh, did I miss one? Yeah, It's Not Her, releasing February 3rd.
That one's Mary Kubica, and I think that's the one I picked. So
I picked that too. How did I skip the one both of us would pick? I just zoomed right over it. Did you see You know, when you're a member for so long, you get the book of the year, like finalists for free every year.
Hmm.
Did you see what it was? I saw an email or some sort of communication about it, but I figured it'd let us pick it this month, but maybe it's next month.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about getting to pick it. I just saw like they call them the lolly.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like last year's lolly winner, I got the email on February 26th. So it'll be the end of this month. We get to pick for next month.
Which makes sense because I thought March I had the mother load because I had referred Allie, so I got a free book. I got my free birthday book, and I got the lolly plus my book. So I got 4 books for free.
Dang, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that was like a great month for me. I'll still get 3 though because you
Hmm.
get the free book on your birthday month.
Yay.
Girl math made money.
Yep.
Okay, you want to go into some releases? There are a lot this time.
Yeah. So I highlighted a lot, but I guess it's just the last week of the month. They don't release a ton. I don't know if that's a strategic thing or if it's just not wanting to compete for less time. I don't know. But these are all of the ones that have really cool covers, titles, or they're by names that we recognize. So, A War of Fire and Fury by Marion Blackwood, fantasy. And these are all coming out the week of February 24th. So this one's the 23rd, but the rest are on the 24th or later. And now Back to You by BK Borison, which we loved Good Spirits by them. So this is on my TBR list and probably a must read. That one's a
This
romance.
is this is a book 2 as well. When I just clicked on it, I think it's the second to the first time
First time
caller.
caller.
Yeah, which you see that everywhere. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one came out in January or February of last year. So
Mhm.
she's on a good schedule.
Yeah, love it.
More Than Enough by Anna Quindlen. Literary fiction. Dollface by Lindy Ryan. That one's a horror.
I
Very
believe it.
intriguing.
Dollface will do that.
The Fall of Iris Henley by Jennifer Graham. YA mystery and thriller. A Good Animal, which Lauren mentioned, by Sarah Marr. Historical fiction. That was a book of the month option. So that one is one that we would get as an early release. The Ballad of Falling Dragons by Sarah A. Parker, romantasy, which she has a huge following, right?
Yeah, and this is the second in that series. I have the first. The first one is When the Moon Hatched,
Oh,
which you
yes,
see
yes.
that everywhere. We need to cover these, I think. But I've been seeing this Ballad of Fallen Dragons. I cannot click on Instagram without seeing it right now. It's
Hmm,
everywhere. Yeah,
that's exciting.
yeah.
The Girls Before by Kate Alice Marshall, mystery and thriller. She's got 2 months back to back new releases. Girl is
Popping them
crazy.
out.
Yeah. The Trident and the Pearl by Sarah K. L. Wilson, fantasy. Pinky Swear by Danielle Gerard, mystery and thriller. After the Fall by Edward Ashton, sci fi. The Fox Hunt by Caitlin Breeze, fantasy. All We Have Is Time by Amy Tordoff, romance. Every Last Liar by Kate Francis, YA mystery and thriller. Weaving Shaw by Heba Alwasity. Sorry if I mispronounced that.
Cover's
A
cool.
fantasy. Yeah. Away to Me by Patricia B. McConnell, mystery and thriller. I Told You So by Matt Kaplan, nonfiction. Quiet Ones by Penelope Douglas, which everyone knows, dark romance.
Dark romance. Didn't even have to read that.
Yep. Dark romance queen. Trust No One by James Rollins, mystery and thriller. I didn't highlight it, but The Red Winter by Cameron Sullivan. That's a fantasy. I've seen it everywhere. The Violin Maker's Secret by Evie Woods. She is very well known for her historical fiction. She does a really good job with it. How to Get Away with Murder by Rebecca Phillipson, mystery and thriller. And then The Wicked and the Damned by Rebecca Robinson, romantasy for that one. And the cover on that one looks really pretty. A Secret in the Garden by Janine O'Reilly, romantasy. Nowhere Burning by Catriona Ward, mystery and thriller. I feel like she had something out in October or November, so I'm wondering if this isn't like a second to that, maybe.
Okay.
This one I thought was really cool and interesting, and I had to go follow Oliver James because of this. Unread, a memoir of learning and loving to read on TikTok. This guy
Okay.
didn't know how to read and learned how because of TikTok,
That's really wholesome.
right? Love it. That one is a
And they
memoir.
wrote a book.
And then The Ghost Women by Jennifer Murphy, mystery and thriller. And again, there are lots more. So check out our All Things Book page and find something that you'll enjoy.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah. Do you
First
have
up.
the blurb?
I do.
Okay, good.
All right. Spoiler alert for Pulling Down by Colleen Hoover. After finishing this, we will have successfully covered every single Colleen Hoover book on this podcast. Right? We didn't skip any. We've done every single one.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, Woman Down by Colleen Hoover. Here's the blurb. Her words used to set the page on fire, but viral backlash over her latest film adaptation forced Petra Rose to take hiatus, resulting in missed deadlines and an overdue mortgage. Branded a fraud and fame-hungry opportunist, she learned the hard way what happens when the internet turns on you, and she's been uninspired to write ever since. Now, with her next suspense novel outlined and savings nearly gone, she retreats to a secluded lakeside cabin, hoping to find inspiration. It's Petra's last-ditch attempt to save her career and herself. Then he shows up. Detective Nathaniel Saint arrives with disturbing news. His presence igniting a creativity in her she thought long since burned out. Petra's words return in a rush, and her fictional cop character begins to mirror the very real cop who's becoming her muse. Their research sessions blur the lines between fantasy and reality. Each glance, every touch pulls Petra deeper into a world she thought she'd never lose herself in again. She's never felt more alive. But inspiration this powerful comes at a cost. When Saint starts taking his role in her career a little too seriously, Petra's forced to confront the chaos she created. But doing so could cost her more than the reputation she's been trying to salvage. The reputation the world wrote for her, the reputation only she can reclaim. That's the longest blurb ever. My mouth got dry.
It's a really long blurb.
Okay. I kept trying not to giggle in the middle. So, I have something fun I'd like to do before we dive into talking about the book. I would like to read some reviews.
Okay.
But first, I want your review. We haven't really talked much other than like, okay, this is kind of weird. We don't really know what each other's going to say here. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think I told you it's basically her life story since it ends with us. So I'm like, how real is it? Because she definitely did go to a cabin in the woods during the filming of reminders of him. And like there's a whole video, or maybe it was just a story. She might not have posted it in her feed, but there was a story at least that she had like a lot of the cast out at this cabin in the woods during the snowstorm last year, and they were like riding side by sides and sledding. And I'm like, how real is this?
Yeah. That's kind of my take as well. When the first little prologue or whatever is telling you that it's inspired by life but not her life, I'm like, we're compensating.
Yeah.
Okay. 3.49 stars on Goodreads out of 47,000 ratings. I will say this. This book has been out for 2 weeks and has 47,000 ratings. That itself, whether you like it or not, that's a lot and that's impressive. So, she does have a ginormous following.
Yes.
Okay, let's read the reviews. I did not leave one or do any stars. I'm getting really bad about not doing that. I'm just, if I loved it, I will put 5 stars, and then if I didn't, I just leave it. Okay? This person, I'm so sorry, but I have nothing nice to say about this book. These reviews, some of them are funny, some of them are really bad. More like woman, put the pen down. Coho is writing fanfic about herself now? Wild. DNF. I felt like the beginning of this story felt very similar to a certain real-life situation involving a certain movie. I also felt like it was a plea to reviewers to not be so mean.
I could see that. And I kind of felt that.
Yeah. DNF at 65%, this book gave me the ick. This one actually made me laugh. Yeah, this one actually made me laugh. Yeah, I don't care. I'll be reading this. Update. Unfortunately, I will actually not be reading this. So, it's like, oh, I'm excited, and then start. Anyways, so that's kind of a summary. They're not good. I personally don't think this is a 1-2 star read. Like, this is a solid 3 for me.
Yeah.
Because Colleen Hoover, say what we want about her, can do dialogue and can develop a storyline. She will keep you, whether it's predictable or not. Like, I felt this one was pretty predictable. Like, the only thing that shocked me was that she was married. Everything else, very predictable.
Yeah. I felt like at the beginning somewhere she mentioned the husband and kids. So I was kind of shocked, but kind of not. Like, I kind of thought she was married, but I wasn't 100%. So I just had that in my mind. But then the whole premise of her supposed book she was writing was supposed to be a love triangle, and that never really happened for me. Like,
because
it was
he
just
never
an affair.
had to choose. It was just an affair. And I'm pretty sure I even texted you. I don't even think this guy's married. I knew as soon as he like had the ring thing the night and like looked at it, I was like, he watched her live on Facebook. They are making too much of a point to bring up this live feed, bring up historical live feeds, and then circle back around to the cop.
Yeah.
The hot married cop comment. This guy's not even married. He's pretending to be.
Yep. Yeah. I initially thought the like landlord or the lady that she rented the cabin from was in on it the whole time.
Yes. I did too.
So she kind of was, but not really. Like, she didn't help set it up or facilitate anything. She just kept her mouth shut. So I was like, okay, kind of weird.
This is another one of those classic Colleen Hoover likable side characters. Like, that is one thing. She's gonna have those. And I did really like her. I had a visual of the most theatrical clothes, crazy red hair, bright red lipstick for some reason. I just had this, like, visual of this lady.
Mm-hmm.
My first question is Coho okay? Because obviously, if this inspired her, number one, I get the part about the reviews, because just looking at the reviews on this book that I just read, I felt like that was important to our dialogue today because of the premise of this book. But also, like, she had said she wasn't writing after all that again. Like, after all of the It Ends With Us drama, she had said she wasn't writing. So the parallels here are significant. And obviously Sis has issues with cops. Like, 2 other stories that I was just thinking of off the top of my head have, I don't want to say bad cop for this guy, but kinda. I mean, fake.
Yeah.
So,
I thought it was weird. As I'm reading the story, I was like, how does he have all this time if he's a cop? I was like, that doesn't math. So I don't think he's real. And the whole time, I just didn't feel like he was real.
Yeah. There was a short time where I thought she was hallucinating him.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, for like a few chapters, and then I was like, nah. When he showed up with her husband there is when I knew he wasn't a real cop. That was the moment for me. Because the other one, I had the questions about time, but then he was still, like, pretending he had some sort of shift. Like, I get off at this time, I could be there in an hour, or whatever. Like, it was some... But then, after that, I was like, him rolling up and just being all jealous and stuff. Number one, I never thought he was married. Not... literally the entire time. So, especially when she went to follow him, I was like, this solidifies he's not married. Because... Yeah. Whatever. Then, the husband shows up. I was shocked that she was married and had kids. I must have missed that earlier on. Because I was like, I even texted you, wait, she's married? And so then he shows up about the whole, like, tourist tag thing. And I was like, this motherfucker's not a cop.
No. I mean, she didn't have a tag.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think genuinely, he, at this point in the book, in my head, I think, okay, somebody hired this guy.
Yes, that's what I
to
thought too.
get her writing, whether it was her manager, publisher, or that best friend. I was like, or even her husband.
I thought that too for a second. I was like, would he do this?
Like, he could work with the best friend and be like, I don't think none of them obviously in the end thought that it would end up being this passionate, dark romance style affair, but I could have seen some, okay, we've got to get her out. She's not herself. Like, let's hire this super hot cop to go in and just get the creative juices flowing.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, that's kind of what did happen.
Yep.
So, what I actually did like, let me say this, I'm toxic. Do I support adultery or affairs? No, I hate that it was an adultery situation and an affair situation. I wish she wouldn't have been married. I knew he never was. But the fact that he booked the other cabin she wanted at the very end and sent her like, we need to start working on your next book, she's gonna do it.
Exactly. She's gonna show up. No matter how mad she is at her friend, at him, the situation, how scared she is to lose her husband and family, she's gonna do it.
See, if you're willing to do that, this is me just talking shit here. If you're willing to do that, you should just get a divorce.
Exactly. And that's what I've always said. I'm like, if you want to sneak around, if you want to do all that, go for it. But get the divorce.
Yeah. To me, it's like...
Yeah. It says a lot about your character if you're willing to sneak around and try to hide things. And the fact that people do that and then still create what they think are meaningful relationships with the people that they cheated with, and the people they cheated with are like, it's different. We love each other. Yeah. Honey, if he cheated with you, he's gonna cheat on you.
Yep.
Or she, because women do it too.
It's notoriously stereotyped to men, but it definitely happens in all situations. So, yeah, that's the thing that I had the hardest time about this book that made me so angry, was the infidelity part. I get the love triangle, but maybe they should have made the people not married. Yeah. I'm not saying it's okay to cheat when you're dating, but I'm just saying you're not in a committed marriage. You're in a casual dating situation. You get feelings for this other person. That makes a much better love triangle, in my opinion, than married people. Because you've already committed your life to this person. Go find your own. Yeah. Sorry. And women... If you're a woman listening to this and you think some fantasy of yours is sleeping with a married man, fuck you. Go away. Because I don't mean to shame, but like, find your own. Yeah. That's a thing, obviously, because this book, like, it was joked about. No, find your own.
Literally.
I literally clean his shit out of the toilet and pick up his socks. Fuck you.
Literally. If I have to wash his underwear and clean the toilet and the shower after him and pick up his fucking socks, you don't get this.
Nope.
I will fucking throw hands and I will slash tires.
Yep.
Like,
I do not play nice with it. Do not play well with others. Yeah. But the fact that that is people's fantasy, and I'm sure it is on men too, is terrible. I'm sorry. I don't care what you guys do in your own consensual, non-relationship lives or not committed lives. But when you start like messing with other people's homes or attempting to or want to, I don't know.
Trash.
It's just trash.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got on a tangent. We got fired up about toilet cleaning and socks and underwear. Okay, I looked up some questions. Number 1, ChatGPT sometimes is so stupid. 4 different times for good questions for this book. It kept giving me for the wrong book, and I'm looking through the questions, and I'm like, that's not even this book. And I'm like, do better. Anyways, look harder. This one I wanted to talk about. At what moment did Saint stop reading as dangerous and hot and start reading as the actual threat? Like, this guy's kind of scary.
When he just drug her out of her bed in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I was like... And that's what turned her on enough to fuck him? No!
That's what did it, okay?
No!
Women, you okay?
Yeah. Get higher standards.
If it was she knew that it was a role-playing situation, okay, for consenting adults, whatever. To each their own. Again, she thinks he's married, so, and she is married, so you both have issues of your own there, but
yeah,
she thought she was getting kidnapped or raped or beat up, something. Yeah. She didn't know. She was in danger. And then for her to feel safe with the same guy who put her in that danger and then immediately just be like, let's go to Pound Town? Like, what the fuck?
Literally. Like, wow, that's not healthy, honey.
That's so, I'm sorry, so Colleen Hoover coded. I'm not a super hater. Are you? No, we're not super haters. We've read other things and we've become more experienced in our reading and have become more critical with that, is how I think about it.
Yeah, I got serious ick also when she did the whole getting on top with her actual husband.
Oh,
to fantasize about Saint, but then she looks out the window and he's fucking there watching her and he's like, keep going. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with both of you?
Yeah, I felt really bad for the husband. Like, so what if he's a little boring? He is watching your children so you can go whore around at this cabin and write a book and drink wine. And so what? He took a lower paying job when you were making more money or whatever. Like, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things. You have a supportive, loving partner and you're gonna do that shit. You deserved the kidnapping.
Yeah.
Hot take.
And a whole lot more. Mm-hmm. All of the betrayal she received.
Karma, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, I felt really bad for the husband. And those little girls. Also, like, one thing that I was having a hard time, which I think it was intentional, is like if they were in character or not. Because the way they're talking to each other, and then sometimes they would use the characters' names, and I'm like, maybe this is just my personal feelings. I was like, I'm confused. Shouldn't you guys have clear, like, boundaries in some situation like that? I don't know anything about this stuff, but I would think there would need to be like, okay, we're real life here. We meet at the bar. Go. Like Four Christmases situation, you know, when she walks up to Vince Vaughn. That's what I would think. Yeah. I felt like there were no boundaries, and that's what was kind of scary about it.
Yeah. Because there was no in and out of character. Like, they both slipped multiple times. And I don't know, I just got the icks through so much of it. But I figured out that it was arranged by the manager or friend, whatever she is.
Yeah.
Pretty early on. And I was like, this isn't real. Yeah. I don't know what he is, or what is he going off the rails? Like, is this a deranged fan thing? And it kind of was.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, the fact that she should have known and felt so betrayed. I'm like, bitch, you betrayed your husband that you made a vow to. Yeah. This is just your friend that you've known for many years. And then I'm like, did Taryn actually do this?
Yeah.
Taryn is very well known to be her best friend.
Yeah, I wondered that too. Or did they joke about it over wine one night and then decide to write this book? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I kind of wonder. She set it up for there to be like another one. Mm-hmm. And I kind of wonder if after the reviews and such, if she's actually going to, because it's apparent she struggles with that. Yeah. And in the book, obviously the author writes this amazing book that has great reviews and everyone loves, and that's not what happened here. Bless her heart. I'm not trying to be mean because I couldn't write a book, so respect for that. But I don't think it had the turnout, you know what I mean, to help someone get over that. Unless that is part of it is fake and she actually is over it. But I doubt that with what we've read about her just over the year and a half or whenever It Ends With Us came out.
Yeah.
I'm just sad we're never going to get It Starts With Us out of this. Like, of all of it, like all of the legal bullshit and stuff, we're just not going to get that second book.
Never.
And
And
I
that was
love
the
Atlas.
better of the two.
Yeah. I love Atlas. He needs his story in there. You know.
And his brother.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's so wholesome. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks.
And then it just goes to show that a movie can be successful without drama. And I don't think, if I'm being honest, I don't think Colleen was the drama.
No.
Maybe she picked a wrong side, said too much, and got attacked, or should have stayed neutral. I don't think either side she would have been able to not be attacked. I think maybe staying neutral would have been the best route if I was her, but coming out now, it seems like they're both terrible.
Yeah.
And Colleen was probably put in a very difficult, impossible situation.
Yeah.
But Regretting You has come out with no issues.
Yeah.
Great press tour. Everyone loves the teenagers.
Yeah. I'm just excited for reminders of him and to see how that whole thing plays out, because that is my favorite book and I'm about to do a reread.
That is going to be that's going to be really, like, that's a girl. We need to go as girls. Because that's like an emotional, that's not like a rom-com-y one like you take the husbands to. My husband would hate that one.
Yeah, it's very dramatic.
Yeah. But the trailers look so good. I'm excited.
I just can't wait. And I think they do have it, but they better have. Is that a fucking pigeon?
If there's not, is that a fucking pigeon in there? I'm walking out.
Somewhere. Like, it's said so many times in the book, they have to have it at least once in the movie.
Yeah. There's gotta be something about a damn pigeon. And that Lorelai's playing the mom. It's gonna be hard for me to not like her.
Yeah.
Because in the book, you hate her for 90% of it.
Yeah.
And that's the point. But at the same time, coming up quick. We've got lots of movies this spring. And then going into fall.
Yeah. So excited for all of them.
You got anything else you want to add? I think we've pretty much covered most of the ickies.
Oh, when the lady, what's her face? I can't even remember her name.
Moira. I wanted to call her more. It's Myra, I think. Something like that.
Yeah. Mara. Because her name's Marigold.
Myra. I don't know.
I don't remember, but when she's floating face down
and he goes to rescue her. That was hilarious.
That was very hilarious.
Yeah, I loved that part. That was a good, like, comedic break we needed in there.
Yeah.
Again, that side character. I loved her.
Mm-hmm.
She would be an entertaining person to just have at brunch, I think. Like, just go to brunch and let her talk. Drink mimosas and giggle. That's what it would be.
Yes. Yes. All right. I think that is it for Woman Down. Next week, we will be discussing Wuthering Heights before the movie comes out. So I got to get started today because it is a very, very long one.
And it is written in old-timey old English, so it will be difficult to comprehend.
Yep. All right. Go check out our website. We do have new merch up. We also have a bunch of events, local and national, posted. And of course, the list of books and screen adaptations. So lots of information and book recs there. Check that out. Go follow us on socials, open booked across all the platforms. And we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.